doing the cleaning up and things. Since Joseph Boakai, for the past 6 years, since Joseph Boakai took over for the past 3 months, they be demanding us to come to work every day. For me, I pay $450 to where I live to come here and $450 to go back. Every day they will take listing for oil and carry. But I was surprised yesterday, the minister called and he want to have a meeting with us. So we got there, Paulina came, and Paulina said there is no budget for us. She's not going to pay us, and she put it all down. Maybe, but she get money the 15th or next month, she will pay us. For everybody that work on a job, we are government, she will put everybody down, and that's what she did. So we got angry, we went to the mansion in group, 730 person. Paulina, she said, Joe, we have put her father down, but you were working. So anybody that work on a job, we are with him, that job we are put there, she will put them down. Paulina, so therefore she came and said, she's not working with us again, and she didn't pay us. So I saw that we work in this government for the past 6 years. And then for the 3 months that Joseph Walker got there, we've been working early in the morning, we can't early in the morning, we can't work. We have been working for the past 6 months. So they should get our pay so that we can go and sit down. That she left. So we should go and sit down and wait for the 15th. And I'm telling the Liberian government, I'm telling Boakai, Joseph Boakai, I said Joseph Boakai, and I'm always talking to the senator, representatives that we elected you, we voted for you. We are single mother. We call you. We voted for you in the house. You're sitting there. But in a
profound sense of gratitude and humility. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your president and commander-in-chief for the past 6 years. Together, in 2018, we embarked on a journey to build a united, peaceful, and prosperous Liberia. And I am deeply thankful for the trust and support you have bestowed upon me and my administration during my tenure. As we navigate the complexity of governance, your partnership was instrumental in the development and implementation of policies and programs that aim to bring progress and development to our great nation. Reflecting on the accomplishment of these 6 years, let me tell you that I am proud of what we have achieved together. We have built roads, supported free wires and free tuition at high schools and public universities, stabilized the macroeconomic challenges we face in 2018, built hundreds of pro-poor housing units, and achieved on so many. The United Nations continue to bless the Republic of Liberia.
Those who wrote the speech, inauguration day, everybody happy. We are rejoicing over the defeat of the old regime. We are rejoicing about the effort to bring a new regime. Then we'll sit down with happiness. We go write paper for that 79-year-old man. He's struggling to read. Then you go there, I will tell you that nation, I will tell US, I will bring 1 for you. But you think 1 for you, Johnson? I will tell the old man of reading, when you come to play.
When you elect a clown and you think that he will be a king, what he does is to convert the kingdom into a circus. This is what we must deal with, and this is what we must say. Who do we elect into our public offices? Because, as I've said before, when you allow hyenas to take care of goats, why should you be surprised when the goats are eaten? This is the same. And Africa is only going to realize our potential in all areas when, by dint of choice, we enable and allow our best men and women to serve in different areas. I've heard it being said about Lee Kuan Yew in Singapore. I've heard it being suggested about Mahathir Mohamad in Malaysia. I've heard it being said about Japan. I've heard it being said about other countries, but there was a conscious decision on the part of those individuals and the followership. We always talk about leaders, but we never talk about the followers. The followers must also style up. Africans on average are for some reason attracted to thieves. Africans are for some reason attracted to men and women who cannot serve her. And when they are not served, then they complain. When Africans are told, choose you now whom we shall release, Jesus of Nazareth or Barabbas, they say, release Barabbas. And when Barabbas behaves like Barabbas, they say, why are you not behaving like Christ? It cannot be done.
In May of 2001, signed a second of two executive orders, number 13213, Defense Exhibit D310, in which it was stated, and I quote, the government of Liberia's complicity in the RUF's illicit trade in diamonds and its other forms of support for the RUF are direct challenges to the United States foreign policy objectives in the region, as well as the rule-based international order that is critical to the peace and prosperity of the United States. Therefore, I find these actions by the government of Liberia contribute to the unusual and extraordinary threat to the foreign policy of the United States described in Executive Order 13194, with respect to which the President declared a national emergency. This executive order did not say the alleged complicity, it concluded the complicity. The conspiracy was born, all systems put into motion, and here I stand today. I never stood a chance. This is the broader contextual matrix that regrettably did not and still has not seen the light of day in these proceedings, despite the gallant efforts by the defense to unearth and reveal the contextual framework behind the charges against me. Now, with the two executive orders, the dogs were let out, so to speak. What followed was a dispatch of the attack pack led by Lieutenant Colonel David Crane, Defense Intelligence 30 years prosecutor. He, Crane, unlawfully unsealed the court's sealed indictment to his handlers, senior U.S. government officials at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown, and was never held to account. The rest of the operational team are Colonel Brenda Hollis, Defense Intelligence, CIA, U.S. Air Force, Senior Trial Counsel, and Armed Prosecutor. James C. Johnson, U.S. Army expert, 20 years on conventional and special operations, Chief of Prosecutions for the SCSL. Alan White, 30 years, Defense Intelligence, recalled from retirement to head up investigations at the Special Court of Sierra Leone. Stephen J. Rapp came on board as chief prosecutor for a short time with experience from Capitol Hill, where he served with the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee sometime before. It came as no surprise to me that as a reward of sorts for Stephen Rapp's diligence in the execution of U.S. foreign policy objectives through these ad hoc tribunals, he was appointed U.S. Ambassador at Large for War Crimes issues. In support of the contextual framework of politics, on February 8, 2006, Lieutenant Colonel David Crane, prosecutor, appeared before a U.S. Congress Subcommittee on Africa, Defense Exhibit D404, and spelled out in clear terms the decision taken in support of regime change in Liberia and what needed to happen to solidify that process. There was little mention, if any, in his testimony about Sierra Leone. And here is what he said. I posit that 5 years from now, when the international community is challenged by other crises, Taylor in Calabar, under the protection of Nigeria, will make his move. We will wake up one morning and watch on CNN as Taylor rides triumphantly down the main street in Monrovia to the executive mansion, daring all of us to come and get him. Unless he is handed over to the Special Court for Sierra Leone, this scenario is not out of the realm of possibilities. He then asked, how do we assure Liberia's future? And he answers that. Ultimately, he says, what we do about Taylor in the next several weeks will determine the fate of Liberia and the new administration of its president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Crane then sets out several plans, two of which I'll state here. He said, first, hand Charles Taylor over to the Special Court for Sierra Leone for a fair trial, his kind of trial. This takes him out of the local and regional dynamics that is West Africa. Second, tie any financial and political support to good governance in Liberia. Time does not permit, but the exhibits are present. Not even the Nigerian nation was spared from threats and intimidation, as explained by Femi Kayode, press secretary to President Obasanjo, the Nigerian head of state, who was with him in Washington when President George W. Bush promised, and I quote, to bring Nigeria to its knees if Taylor was not turned over to the special. And what happened? Obasanjo buckled and capitulated. Now, this demonstrates the significant pressure that was brought to bear on President Obasanjo, irrespective of his personal and leadership obligations to the West African sub-region.
It's come a new era. Let us move forward hands in hand with a shared commitment to building a united nation that will continue to strive on observing the tenets of democracy and adhering to the rule of law. May God bless you all, and may God continue to bless the Republic of Liberia.
Those who wrote the speech, inaugurations, everybody happy. We are rejoicing over the defeat of the old regime. We are rejoicing about our effort to build a new regime. Then we'll sit down with happiness. We go write paper for that 79-year-old man. He's talking to me. Then you go there. I will tell you that nation. I will tell you US. I will bring one for you. Because you think one for you, Johnson. By the time the open of bringing, when you got to that place.
When you elect a clown and you think that he will be a king, what he does is to convert the kingdom into a circus. This is what we must deal with, and this is what we must say. Who do we elect into our public offices? Because, as I've said before, when you allow hyenas to take care of goats, why should you be surprised when the goats are eaten? This is the same. And Africa is only going to realize that.
A special court for Sierra Leone and intimidation, as explained by Femi Kayode, press secretary to President Obasanjo, the Nigerian head of state, who was with him in Washington when President George W. Bush promised, and I quote, to bring Nigeria to its knees if Taylor was not turned over to the special court. And what happened? Obasanjo buckled and capitulated. Now, this demonstrates the significant pressure that was brought to bear on President Obasanjo, irrespective of his personal leadership.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumbers.
Therein lies the dilemma.
Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands. Come on, come on, come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people who us, the people lie to us, the government betray us, so much truth. I said they lie. The people who us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal. I said we tired with their lies.
Thank you so much, Takun J.
That led us to a lot of damages.
Yes, I like to give credit to him because we are not the owner of this song. This song is owned by Takun J.
The thing we saw
This is the song that introduces and closes the program, Freedom Hard Talk.
We just tell you.
Let me say a very, very pleasant good evening to all of you across the country.
You screw us.
A very pleasant good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to those of you in the diaspora.
Why?
Our friends, our fans, our followers, our critics. And even those of you who do not like the things we say and the way we say them, it's good to have you join us tonight on the Monday's edition of the show, Freedom Hard Talk.
The people who are so, the
Yeah, we talked hard. We talked the hard issues. We changed the hard issues. And so we talk hard.
Trust. My people don't want to hope on nobody. My hope that I have them broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired. They tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray.
Oh yeah, so too many things to talk about as always.
No war for people crying for hunger. Look.
Today I followed two press conferences.
Nation,
One was held by Yeke Koluba, the other was held by Musa Hassan Belete, all representatives.
the government should lie. Why?
Belete is from district number 7 in Limba, and Yeke is from district number 10 in Masurado.
The people who us. The people lots.
And so I have been forming an opinion over the weekend. And interestingly, just some of the opinions we formed were heard in the two press conferences.
The people
And so we're here to expand the debate or the conversation. The battle remains up Capitol Hill. On the right wing of the legislature, the Capitol building.
we tired with the promises that left us to allow the damages.
Constitutional crisis
That speech
or no constitutional crisis.
they deceive us. They think
Some folks are saying Fonanti is going nowhere.
why they should lie.
Other folks are saying Fonanti should go.
Like the citizens to be. You see,
Lawmakers have left their home, abandoned their homes.
tell you, thank God.
Their wives in their case are home.
You screw
And
us.
they say they are camping,
They don't abuse us. So why? They
paying $375 per day for over 43 persons.
The people lie to us. The government betray us.
But civil servants are struggling to take pay on time. What kind of country do we have? What kind of leadership is this?
The people we saw it frustrate us.
These are the questions Liberians are asking ourselves.
Why did you lie?
What kind of country is this? What kind of leaders do we have? Are these the people who go and stay in the sun and under the rain to elect? When they come to power, they behave like kids.
Abuse us.
They
So
behave extremely reckless and careless about the needs of the people,
but that the question that we ask.
seeking and pursuing their own interest. The people are asking questions tonight. The people have been asking questions. And we are here to provide a platform that will elevate the questions that they've been asking and expand the debate on the critical issues
The people,
that border on our national security, on our constitution,
the
on
government,
our well-being. Did I hear that one lawmaker say,
no one.
to hell with the Supreme Court, he's not going anywhere to any court?
My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So
This is what we want to talk about tonight.
where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. They tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but them instead they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying.
So yes, very shortly we'll take a break from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia.
Attention to the nation. The poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that
A very shortly,
they lie.
we take a word from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia of Omen Sim Sayo. Don't forget, today is Monday, and so the payout is what? $5,000 Liberian dollars. That's what we're giving out tonight. Just for spending $100 Liberian dollars to play our cash giveaway, we give you $5,000. 100 for 5,000.
Government betray us.
You already know that the code is *799# and send. Select option number 11 and send, and wait for a few seconds. And select option number 1 to play in US dollars 70 cents, or to play in option number 2 to play in Liberian dollars. That's 100 Liberian dollars. When you send, you wait for a few seconds and enter your mobile money password. It's a bingo for you. You just be waiting to receive your text message that you have received $5,000 from us.
The thing we saw it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal?
Let's take this break from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia of Old Man Sam Sion. Let's go for this break. We'll come back. We'll read you your Facebook. We'll recognize some of you who've joined us tonight on the show via our Facebook page and our YouTube page as well. But this break, we'll do this break. We'll do this break.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you don't report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. Well, it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see a don't keep it. I'm a part of the poet. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Okay, thank you very much for rejoining us tonight on the show. All right, now. It's okay. We small. It's okay. So yes. Tonight we would like to start on this note. You know, I don't know about this is the biggest. I'm sure this is the biggest trying moment for the office of the speaker, and the people say tough times don't last. But we'd like to extend our sympathy to the Speaker of the House of Representatives and all staffs in the office of the Speaker for the loss of his Chief of Office staff. We heard of her passing. The Speaker himself posted on his Facebook page. These are sad times. And then before, just as I was coming to the radio, I got a call again that I got a call that a colleague is also not well. He was rushed to the ELWA hospital and later taken to JFK. But that's life. So we'd like to say we'd like to which are. So yesterday I was really shocked. The speaker posted this It is with deep sadness that I inform you of the passing of our Chief of Staff, Mrs. Haley Dwaston Howard. She died on Sunday afternoon, yesterday afternoon. Mrs. Howard was a dedicated and highly valuable member of his staff. The news of her untimely death has left all of us in shock and sadness. We send our sincere condolences to her family and loved ones. Heading, may God have mercy on your soul. And so this is the sad news. And then another office staff, a good friend and brother, Leroy. Someone will have to keep Leroy in our prayers. Those of you who are media people, Leroy is admitted. So if you call his phone, you'll be able to talk to his wife. You can reach him through his wife because his wife has his phone. And so you all can reach out to him and wish him well. Let's pray along with him for speedy recovery. Yeah, those of you who are strong in prayers and fasting, let's pray and fast. Let's include him in our prayers, in our little corners. When we're praying and fasting, let's include him in our prayers. These are tough times, and we hope that these moments do not place the speaker in a position that I know he's a man, a cool man, a strong man, so he has to be strong. Okay. So we can move on. So let's recognize. Let's see. Some of you have joined us this morning, this afternoon, tonight. We are in and out. I'm still trying to get adjusted to the morning thing. So let's see. Some of you have joined us tonight, and let's recognize you. Randa Dubai has joined us. Let me bring in Dubai first before we go to read some of your names that have joined us. Dubai, welcome. Random massacre.
Upstairs, are you getting me?
Secretary General for Records.
Yeah, upstairs, are you getting me? Hello? Upstairs, are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm not hearing you. You're talking, but I'm not hearing you.
Yeah, are you getting me? I'm hearing you.
Yeah, you have to check. Yeah, you want to check your.
I'm hearing you clearly, Austin.
No, I'm still not getting you. I'm only seeing your mouth shaking that you're talking, but I'm not getting you.
Okay, are you hearing me now? Are you hearing me now?
From my side, yeah.
Are you hearing me now?
No, it's not. Because you have to come here, please. You can't get Dubai. You true. I beg you. Please come look at this system. Please come look at this system. I'm not. Dubai is talking, but he's not coming through the booth. So.
Are you hearing me now?
Let's do that. So we go for that, sir. Okay. Let's get there. Maybe the problem is not from down there.
Are you hearing me now, Austin?
Okay. So, Dubai, I think you want to log out and log in again. Let's see.
Are you hearing me now?
Okay, so let me be reading some of your comments who've joined us while we try to get our stuff set for Dubai use. And okay, so I see James Lame has joined us tonight. CDC Pape Success Keita for life has joined us from Dupont Road as usual. Asata and Middle Manwata Bility have all joined us tonight as well. Isabella Ferguson has joined us as well from Jimmy Carr Road, Juju Wonwe, Margaret Vanny has also joined us from Patience Shop. Peter Jala, Mohammed Sharif, Peter is there. In Kakata, Mohammed Sharif has joined us as well. Paka Jala from Barclayville has joined us. Dark Chocolate Semi has also joined us from the United Kingdom. God's help is watching us from up Broad Street Roof Bar. Has also joined us from Phoenix, Arizona in the US. So okay, I think Dubai. Let's hear you again and see what
Are you hearing me now?
Yes.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much. So
Okay,
I can go ahead now, right?
Yeah, sure. Welcome.
So thank you very much, my dear brother. Thank you to the Liberian people. And of course, let me join you to extend our deepest sympathy to our Councillor Speaker Funati Kofa on the loss of his hardworking and dedicated Chief of his staff. This is a very tough time, and while he's going through an illegal removal proceeding, there comes some tough situation in the midst of everything. And he should be a strong man. I call on Liberians to put aside politics and let's sympathize with this statement. And even those on the other end who are opposing him, I expect them now to wear their human garment and disgarment themselves for politics, because this woman too has been serving the Liberian people. She has been serving them individually. I think it's about time they become human, put aside their differences, and reconcile with Coconut Funati Kofa. I'm told to this point, most of them haven't even called him yet. That is to what extent people are so personal when it comes to politics in that country. Sometimes also for us who from a traditional background, we use death, we use pregnancy, we use graduation to reconcile. So I expect people from the other side to use this side passing on of a lady who has worked for them to reconcile, as a means to a peaceful soul and make the Liberian people work go forward. I'll be very shocked. And I've started hearing that to this point, most of the colleagues on the other end, the so-called majority bloc, have not even called to express sorrow to Funati Kofa. This is sad for our country. We must have a point in our life, Austin, that we can say, no, this situation is beyond politics. I think this is where I want to start my conversation from today, just from where you stop. So I'm glad to be here today to work for the Liberian people, to give them the most required information they desire, to make judgment as we go on every day in our lives as Liberian and as lover of the state.
Okay, that's Dubai. So yes, that's what it is here. These are really tough times. Okay, so Joe Gofa, Favor Morris will be watching from 12th Street. They get 12th Street in Holland. You in Amsterdam. Yeah. Okay, let's say welcome Favor. Christopher Bernard has also joined us tonight from Doison. And so all of you are joining us. We say thanks tonight for joining us on the show. And you know your responsibility already. As you join the show, you come in, you know what you're supposed to do, right? You know you're supposed to share the live. So you already know your responsibility. Your responsibility, yeah. For us, we have dedicated our responsibility to hey, we say please play this role by sharing our live. The team of Facebook, you can share in many rooms, as many times as possible, and all of that to all of your friends and your followers as well. So please share the live, and don't be mean with information. You have to learn to share information with your colleagues too, so they get the real, some quality information from this platform. Musa Benete had a press conference today, and also Yeke had a press conference, and I read a post I read a comment, from Darius Delon on Facebook today, and all of that. We are hearing that they block the Samuel Koga blog, or who I'm hearing that they have not seen an official statement to that effect. But Ability spoke about that their plans or announced, talking about not honoring the invitation from the court for to appear for a conference on the 4th of November. So yeah, so we're gonna have a conversation about these happenings, a continuation of what's happening up Capitol Hill. But we must announce to you that Mr. Barker has met with Mita Steel for the second time since he became president. He have been holding different meetings with Mita, the owner of Mita Steel. He held his latest meeting was held I think 2 weeks ago in Italy. He met with Mita again, and so we are going to give you detail of Mr. Barker's meeting, and the detail is centered around financial transactions of that meeting. The first time they met, the second time they met, and all of that. We do not want a situation that our leaders will mislead you to start protesting on Metasti's facility when your leaders are meeting the people, holding meetings with the people behind the scenes. And then you can go protest, and you'll be attempting to you'll be damaging the infrastructure while your leaders are holding meetings with them. So we gotta let you know. So let's see what we can today. We said to you today is the today our system is paying out $5,000, and so let's say GDH Talk FM should be is relaying this broadcast, is streaming live for us in the diaspora. So anywhere you can get us in the diaspora. So those of you in the diaspora, also you have to join us and help us to share the live, and also our team from DTV online is also streaming this live on their platform as well. Let's say thanks to DTV and Talk FM, GDH Talk for the good work that they're doing. So let's talk. Let's see. We told you Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays we do frequent players. Okay, so all of your working people been playing regularly. We can put you in one category. We just send your 5,000. So that's how we roll. So some of these, all of them, in fact, have already received their $5,000. And so let's see whether we can get some to confirm receipt of the money. Let's see whether we can get some of them to confirm receipt of the money. Okay, the phone ringing, but QC is not coming through the bowl. I don't know what's happening. I do your connection with the telephone. Okay, hello, how are you? Hello?
Yeah, hello?
How are you, my brother?
I'm okay.
Okay, I'm talking to you from Freediom FM. This is Austin Kawa.
Okay.
I'm sure you might have seen text message on your phone. You've been playing regularly our cash giveaway.
Yeah.
Did you receive message?
Oh, let's check it out. Let's check it. Okay. On cash.
Okay, what is your name?
My name is Emmanuel.
Normal?
Emmanuel.
Okay, Emmanuel. Please check your message. There's a message on your phone that we've transferred you $5,000.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're most welcome. And that's because you have been playing regularly.
Thank you very, very much.
You are most welcome, Emmanuel. Yeah, that's one of those who've been playing regularly on the show. So he's checking to confirm the message, and then he's gonna call this number back. 3959. He's gonna call this number back. So these people we're talking to are in a frequent player category. So those of you who are playing now, want to play, we will come back and do jaws and give you some money. We'll pay also $5,000 tonight. Hello.
Yeah.
This is Austin Kawa. I'm calling you from Freediom FM. Okay, from Freeport. So our system shows that you've been playing our cash giveaway regularly. So we are calling you to tell you to check your phone. We send you $5,000, and we need you to check your phone to confirm that you received the money.
I received it. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Congratulations to you. Okay. So that's one of many people who receive our gesture just because they play regularly. So we do that Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We give the 5,000 to all of the people who been playing. Once the summer, I say all. We'll give you the money. So all the people who play today money, they receive your money. So imagine. So let's see whether we can say hi to this person, and then we can go on to something else. Something else. Okay, so that's how it is for now. We will have to let's move on to. Hello, how are you? How are you doing? My name is Austin Kawan. My name is Austin. I'm calling you from Freedom FM. Okay, so did you check your phone today? No. Okay, you need to check your phone because you've been playing our cash giveaway regularly, and we have sent you $5,000.
Wow! Thank you. Thank you.
But check your phone now. Okay. Okay, so yes, that's the excitement that comes with our players, our people. His Excellency, I'm feeling so sad. I really wanted to watch that scene live, but I can't watch it live. His Excellency, the former president of the Republic of Liberia, is in Paris and play a key role in the presentation ceremony of awards. The presentation of awards. Different awards to different people, different professional players in different categories. Tonight I was watching the event before coming here. Hello?
Yeah, thank you. I received it.
Okay, congratulations and keep playing.
Wow, thank you.
Okay, so we wish them all the best. All the best. Maybe somebody will be texting me, updating me because I can't be watching while I'm talking. Okay. So this morning, yes, you'll be playing the cash giveaway. I can't get your money. Let's just talk politics. Today is $100 Liberian to play. Just spend $100 Liberian or 70 cents in US. That's all you have to spend to play tonight, and you will walk away with $5,000 Liberian tonight just for playing. So all you have to do, make sure you take your time, you dial *799# and send, and then you wait for a few seconds. You select option number 11 and send, and then you wait for a few seconds. You select option number 1 if you want to play in US dollars, or you select option number 2 if you want to play in Liberian dollars. Whichever option you select and send, you wait for a few seconds and enter your mobile money password. Again, that's *799# you dial in to play the cash giveaway. So *799#, and then you select option number 11 and send, and then select option number 1 or number 2 to play in US dollars or Liberian dollars and send, and wait a few seconds and enter your mobile money password. That's all you have to do. So okay, let me play you this. Like we said to you, we want to focus on. So this was what Benedict had to say today, and then we'll play you an excerpt from what Yeke also had to say, and then we can these are interesting times for our country. Very interesting time for our country. So let's listen to what we hear, man. Internet ready to misbehave again. Okay, so yes, this is what Billy had to say today. Billy said he has a message for Joe Barker.
This to serve him. To condone actions that run contrary to the laws. Monday, with their numbers to remove. Today, we have a situation at the Capitol building where people from the Senate wing, some former lawmakers, this time, I don't think that it's a unity party thing. We can do our politics, but I've not seen any evidence of a concerted unity party effort to destabilize the House of Representatives. But yet, as president of the country, I thought that it should take your attention. We're heading into crisis, Mr. President. Today we're in Liberia simply because something has happened in the past, whether right or wrong, the issue happened. I did not become representative to do that. I did not become representative of the people of Nima County, District 7, to condone actions that run contrary to the laws. Our Constitution, Mr. President, is very clear. If you elect a speaker, you have the right to remove him. But there are requirements. That requirement says that you must have 49 lawmakers saying that they don't want the speaker, give him all the hearing that he needs to hear, and in the final analysis, they will vote with their numbers to remove him. That is their right. But for any number of lawmakers below the required number by the Constitution to jump up to say, we don't want the speaker, we're not going to section, we're going to paralyze the government functions. And for us to allow that to happen, Mr. President, that's not a good example. I want you to tell your people to come to work. I want you to tell Unity Party to instruct their representatives to come to work. Funatikova is not going to resign. Funatikova will not be removed by any other means other than what is prescribed in the law. Funatikova will not be pressured into resignation. If those who decide to hold plenary at ransom, if those who decide to hold the country at ransom don't think about the country, don't expect us to validate their action. It's not acceptable, Mr. President. I know you very well. I know what you can do. I know what you, in fact, one thing I admire you for is that if you don't want something, you always make it clear.
Okay, so let's end Musa Bete, yeah? And let's get an essay from Yeke. There's a reason why I'm playing these pieces or these essay from these different press conferences. It's very important. Okay, so this one is like a 12 minutes interview.
So let me say good morning. A very good morning to the Port District Mountain and supporters in all that area. So people seeing the fight to be about Funatikova is not about Funatikova. It's about setting precedents, setting a basis, setting a roadmap, setting a foundation for 2029. Let me make reference again. You know, the 2023 election in the first round, as per the number, we were defeated by the CDC. The opposition was defeated by the CDC. But we're not counting number. At that time, we're not looking at the number. We are looking at percentage because the law says percentage. At that time, we're pushing the law. The law says percentage. At this point, the law says you must have 49 votes to remove the speaker, what the Constitution says. So let's take for example, God forbid, that will never happen in the history of this country. And I think in my mind that the international community, the ECOWAS, the UN, the World Bank, other people that have invested in Liberia will not sit for it to happen. They will, especially for ECOWAS. You know, all in the African country, ECOWAS is the problem of all the situation in all the African countries. ECOWAS will sit and see that the people being harassed, the constitution, the laws being disrespected. They won't say anything. But when the people decide to take the power, then they are when they come in for peace. Let me say to our women, our mothers, that always working in the interest of government, that always come to say for peace sake, let this happen. We're not going to compromise the interest of the only love of this country. The power of this country is the constitution of this country. And the constitution of this country needs to be respected. For the power is the constitution. The constitution is very powerful. When the constitution speaks, that's the law of the country. So, what I'm trying to say here is that people say, yeah, okay, they get a majority, but they don't have the constitution backing. The majority say they get 42, and we get 30. That's the majority. From what they're speaking is the majority. But the constitution is saying otherwise. The constitution says you should get 49 for you to get Speaker Kofa out of the position. And before I forget, we see them going around, oh, they got fouled. The Speaker Kofa people, to our supporters, to the liberal people that believe in the constitution, Allah. The people want to play game. You know, they call some of our colleagues, oh, my man will get fouled, you have to support us.
Okay, so basically the message is clear. Now, there are two key points that I needed you to grab for these two major press conferences that were done by Yeke and
So you wanted me to cut in?
Okay, I wasn't seeing you, so I was firing
No.
now.
No. So let me just come in. So let me say this.
So Dubai will take the lead, and then I will follow on with the discussion.
First, let me start.
So as Dubai is talking, you'll be playing your cash giveaway. Dubai, go ahead.
Let me start with Yeke. For people who in our country who say Yeke is not educated and Yeke is a crazy man, I think Yeke is proving more wrong. I wasn't taking on this perspective of saying the common analogy that Yeke gave is for those so-called educated people to understand in the most simple form. Yeke asserted that to tell you how we live in a constitutional democracy, the citizen won by over 10,000 voting in the first round. If what is happening now in current dispensation in the speakership, if that was the mentality of the CDC, then Joseph Boakai Joe would not be a president. But since that is the reverse, since we took power on the political showdown, the benevolence of a particular group of people, then we should uphold that same tendency upon which they gave us power. CDC got more vote than Unity Party, but the law says you must have 50% plus one. Based on that, CDC did not take power. We arranged second round, and in reality, practical sense, this is almost like a duplicate, but just in different structure that's happening in this case, Austin. This time around, The Constitution has guaranteed, the Constitution was aware that people will be egoistic, people will be self-centered, people will be so petty that they might want to insert their personal ego above national interests. So based on that, the Constitution set a ceiling that you can just wake up one morning and outset a speaker because it is expensive. It creates an environment where the country gets stored, where people put ego above the people work. The lawmakers, so-called honorables, put ego above the people nationally driven work. So the Constitution put a cap, a very technical legal cap, that this can happen, but before this happens, this must happen. Anybody can vote, but before you vote, elaborate must be 18. That's the law. Because 18, at least you are at age maturity. Anybody can go to the nightclub before you drink. They call it maybe 21 above. These are citizens. These are moral guarantors of society. In this case, Yeke is remanding, and I believe that Yeke is making tremendous sense. Because what you're doing today, what that black is doing, is what, if we had done that yesterday by this Sunday, there is no crooked Joe in power. And to Musa ability is electing things that we say, also you and myself, that it is so surprising that it made a so-called wisdom bearer like Joe Boyka this time around. You see your government is creeping towards a stage of absolute gate crash, and you have said nothing. You dim, you are mute. So you left always the assumption to candidly assume that you are the hidden hands behind all of these things. After this week, next week, there will be a permanent government shutdown. And by next month, budget should be submitted because right now, the budget preparation window is open. So where are we, Crooked Joe? Almost 1 year, you have done nothing in terms of deliverable. And now you are sitting there, your government is going to gate crash. 47%, you get about 45% in RLJ, who are able to pay $250 per day without the executive's involvement. And we also talk about the fact that his functionary like transport ministry and water and sewer have been implicated. Nothing has been said, but just an allegation of purchasing vehicle about 100,000. That was sacrificed. This tells us that that was just used as a sacrificial lamb. The fire against it was not genuine. It was not genuine. If it were genuine, by this time the same energy that Crooked Joe used, it should have been replicated. So the two honorable men, I think they spoke our mind, Austin, and the issues really resonates with me.
You see, I was repeating or echoing the question that a lot of Liberians have been asking us. What kind of country do we have? What kind of officials do we elect? Why do we risk ourselves to go under the rains or the sun, or somebody say the chance, yes, to vote for most of these people we call our leaders? Why do Liberians risk their lives, the lives of their families? Some got some of their supporters got divorced because either the woman was supporting CDC and the man supporting UP, or the man supporting CDC, the woman supporting UP. If they could not get along, they got some of their own separation, some of them got divorced, some of them are not in good terms. Families get divided on political lines just to vote for people who are supposed to be responsible, mature, civilized, and literate. Imagine we're seeing that most of the people we elect are highly illiterate people. Highly illiterate people. Let me call some names tonight because I listened to my good friend James Schooler this morning on Abu's show. And I listened to him giving an interpretation of Article 33 of our Constitution. That was the funniest interpretation I've ever heard from a law school student. For somebody to go to law school and say Article 33 talks about majority and minority, and the majority that Article 33 talks about that the majority that the normal. I mean more. One group more than the other group that the majority the Constitution talks about. I was like, what's happened to this guy? And this is what they don't post it today. You know, so now they don't get asked smart for, so now you get asked stupid like him. Yeah. He posted this. He says civic education. Simple majority of each house shall constitute quorum for the transaction of business, but a lower number or a smaller number may adjourn from day to day and compel the attendance of absent members. That's what Article 33 says. This is Dillon's interpretation of Article 33, particularly the lower number. He says simple meaning, the power, authority is vested in the lower number to act as such, to have absent member, in quotation, absent members to come to work, not the other way around, as James Collier was interpreting it this morning on the show. I don't want to add that one there. They don't call me. So that be more simplistic for the people to understand, and then we'll run into the Musa ability and Yeke thing. And this is the literacy of our democracy that I'm always talking about, and the hygiene of our politics. When they law saying when 50 people somewhere, you need to test, meaning the 50 people they say you must divide them into 3. So the way in the house that 73 human beings, this law is saying those 73 people, majority constitute 49 for removal. In the case, if you want to remove the speaker, because they say 2/3. 2/3 should vote, can vote to remove the speaker. So when we divide 73 lawmakers, 73 representatives, divide 73 by 3, meaning they say 2/3. They mean they will divide them into 3. They take 2 or 3. So how it works? So since you get 73, divided into 3, 1, 2, 3. Those of you watching or receiving. 1, 2, 3. The 3 here, you finish dividing 73 by 3. When you divide 73 by 3, then you take 2 out of the 3. I call 2/3. You take 2 out of the 3 equal half that you have divided the 73 representatives. I say 2/3. 2 of 3. When they say 1/4, meaning one, you divide a whole number by 4, you take 1. So in this case, they say 2/3. So the 2 is 73, 73. Let's do maximum math. So that 25, 25, 25 is 75, right? So we say 23. 23. Let's see. 23. Let's divide 73 by 3. So 73 representatives divided by 3. That's 24.3. So when we divide 73 lawmakers into 3, that is 2/3. So you have to divide them firstly by 3. Then you take 2 portions. That 2 portions you will take, that will represent the number to remove the speaker. So we finish dividing 73 by 3. That's 24.3 lawmakers. So say you can say a human being, you can cut human being into half. You say 24.333 times 2. So this number here, you say equal 24.33 equal. Then you say times 2. You will get the 2. You will get it. They say times 2 times 2. 48.6. So it means that 48.6 lawmakers constitutionally. But because that human being we're talking about, we can get 48 rather, 48.6. And since that human being we're talking about, we need 1.4 to add to the 6, or 0.3 something to add to the 6 to make it 49. So we say, okay, we'll consider 49 as a number representing the 2/3 of 73 representatives to remove the speaker. Anything short of 49 will be unqualified to remove the speaker. That's what the law says. That's what the law says. That's what Austin say. So all of us have to sit down and divide 73% into 3. Then we take 2. We check it. It'll be 48.6. So it's supposed to be 49. That number can remove the speaker. Anything short of that will not be qualified to remove the speaker. That one that is law. Let's go to 33. The 33 here that is very, very clear about the lower number. That lower number I'm talking about, the lower number is the people that will go to session in the chamber under the speaker's gavel because the speaker is not removed yet. So the speaker and the deputy speaker, all of them, they represent the legitimate and constitutional authority and responsibility of the House. The legitimate, the constitutional speaker and deputy speaker are Funanti Kofa and Thomas Fala. The constitutionally elected chief clerk and her deputy and the clerical staff that were elected, those are the structures that represent the legitimate House of Representatives. Because the speaker is not impeached yet, he's not removed from office. Anything outside of that, anybody who will be doing business besides that, that person will be acting illegally and unconstitutionally. And nobody can argue that one. So even if now the law says there will be some reckless lawmakers, there will be some careless lawmakers, and there will be some irresponsible lawmakers that may say they didn't go to work, or there will be some rebel lawmakers that may want to remove speaker. So the Constitution says to remove the speaker is legal. But there is a legal process that you must follow. You can say, I will sit down home and remove the speaker. Nobody says whom will remove the speaker. To remove the speaker, you must go to session and you file your complaint and backed by your evidence. The speaker recuses himself and subject himself to an investigation. Because he has to face his accuser. The accused must face the accused. That's our due process. That is written in our Constitution. We can have group of elected people calling themselves lawmakers, escaping the legal process and telling and paying people to go tell Funanti resign for the sake of peace. No. We need those group of elected people to go to Capitol building, present their petition, and the petition will be admitted on the agenda of the House, but supported by the evidence and all of that on the different exhibits. The chief clerk will notify the leadership that there is a petition here, and so blah, 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 and they will put it there, say reading. After this, they should have read the petition, follow all the processes, and then Funanti recuses himself, turn the gavel over to Thomas Fala to preside, or the highest ranking officer. If Thomas Fala is conflicted, they say you should elect. If Thomas Fala is conflicted, they say you must elect a speaker pro tem. If Thomas Fala is conflicted, they say they can elect a speaker pro tem to preside or to act as presiding. Anything outside of that will not represent legality. Anything outside of that will not represent democracy. So don't tell somebody say this is a political theater. So because it is a political theater, our politics must be guided. If our politics are guided by laws, our politics is not reckless. But this guy is saying, let's behave recklessly because that politics is not reckless. When you are telling that politics has sense, that for a reason they can tell you politics is sense. Politics is not reckless. Politics is not disorganized. Politics is a structure. Politics is a structure. It's a structure game. Talking leadership, governance, these things, they are structured, they are organized. Is that political theater, so we can go sit down West Point or we can go sit down Popo Beach, and then we say, Funanti resign. Then Funanti resign. When the law say for you to remove the mayor, you must be able to raise 49 persons that signatures to remove the mayor. Raise it for the non-signature, go to session, they say no. Now, today, you see, I like the example of the references that Betty and Yeke made. And if we do not start to speak these things, our country is going to crush. I can say this to you. Our country is going to crush. We are going to strangulate our economy and undress our democracy in the public. We're going to undress our democracy. Publicly undress our democracy. And plaster it with smells, with stink, to accommodate one group of greedy people who are supposed to be responsible enough. The Yeke men who they say they don't go to school. Most of the people beyond there in our so-called majority bloc, they say they get degree. Listen to Yeke's analogy. Let's assume, say they say that half of this should be removed. Let's assume that 50,000 persons voted for Joe Barker. Tomorrow, 50,000 persons voted for Barker. Tomorrow, 40,000 persons wake up and say, they don't want Barker as president again. But we have a population of 1 million, of 5 million plus people. But in this case, 30,000 persons just jump to the street tomorrow and say, Joe Barker, we now want you to be president. It means two things. Joe Barker saying, or those UP guys are telling us, when we're able to raise 30,000 persons and put them in the street to call for Barker resignation, it means Barker must be able to raise 31,000 persons or 30,100 persons to counter our protest for his resignation. If Barker falls short of raising anything more than, less than 30,000, it means he can be our president. This is the logic. This is what they're saying. Even though the way there is a procedure to remove a president or impeach a president, they say we must pass through the process, through our legislature. So this is in signature, everything for cause or everything, established cause to remove him. We'll pass through the House. When the House vote to impeach him, then we'll go to the Senate. Then the Senate will try him. They say, we just jump 30,000 persons just wake up one day and say, we don't want Joe Barker. Then boom, Joe Barker resign. He said, for the sake of peace, he resigned as president. This is the precedence. So when you can talk about precedent, especially so this is dangerous for Barker himself because the party that is the opposition to Joe Barker can raise over 200,000 persons and put them on and say we protest consistently for Barker to step down. We're not going through the House to impeach. We're not going waiting to go to the Senate for the Senate to try him. We're not going nowhere. Barker step down. And not only the CDC, because the opposition political parties here, they are speaking, the political leaders are speaking too. They are condemning and criticizing the manner and form in which Barker wants to remove, Barker and people want to remove the speaker. So when all these political parties come together and say, you bring our policies also, Joe Barker, we're not going to Capitol Building to present petition. We stay down here until you resign. You see the precedents that these guys are talking about, which is logical. Let's turn on the other side. Beate spoke about Mr. Barker taking charge as a leader. No, Mr. Beate, I don't agree with you. You say Barker should call his lawmakers to tell them to come to work. The Constitution, I already said what you should do, the lower numbers should do to come to work. You see, if you can adjourn and compel them to come to work. Barker, don't tell your lawmakers to come to work. Let them stay. If they do not want to come to work, there are constitutionally laid or established protocol and procedures that we're supposed to follow. What is supposed to happen and what is not supposed to happen. Don't beg them to come to work. Don't tell them to come to work. If they think that outside racing for the non-signature by going and makes them legitimate and they will be going in the joint chamber and holding session, just don't beg Barker to tell them to come to work. You'll be begging Barker to tell him, Barker will beg you two things. Take a decision. If you don't want to work with Fonati, Join no gas, open it, raise the money from anywhere. Don't pay Silver 7, raise the money from anywhere as you're doing now because you see them, they're lodging at RLG, $375 per day. They're there. So raise the money, go give it to them because our money, they're taking our money now. Then they go look for lawmakers to reach for them now and remove them in. Another thing better they say, which I agree with, today, Baka may think he's doing it to Funanti. But this is not about Funanti. The first attempt was to stop him from even contesting as speaker. And somebody wants to lecture me that Baka is not into this. This is a game of collaborating forces from all sides. A few of them from the CDC, a few of them from the United Party, a few of them from the Independent Bloc, former lawmakers, the office of the vice president, they're all in this. To remove one man, you take people, lawmakers, take them from their homes and carry them to RLJ. They left their homes. They abandoned their homes, abandoned their wives, abandoned their kids, and sitting in RLJ. Take all their telephones and they put them in one cartoon. Then they gave them the different telephone with SIM card. They say no telephone here. Reducing those men into balls. When I wear one call, they get one telephone line sitting. Everybody, all of them get their wives and their people that one number. When you call one person, answer, they say, who you want to talk to? Okay. Then they give the person the phone, the person talk. And the person can go in the corner to go talk. Even you call your husband now, you can talk to your husband. You can hold private conversation with your husband because when the person call, they gotta put the phone on speaker. Who you want to talk to? Samuel Koga. Okay, yeah, Koga, yeah. Then they put the phone on speaker. Because they believe that people will go to their wives, to Samuel Kogarden wife, and other people's wives to go talk to them, to talk to Samuel Kogarden. So they want to know who these people who are talking to people, to family members and all of that. They want to know all the conversation. So what they are doing is they are putting their calls. Those of you who marry those lawmakers, every time you call your husband or your boyfriend down there, they phone get beyond speaker. Everybody can hear it. That's how the lawmakers have reduced themselves to kids to remove Funanti. And some of you think this thing is just about Funanti. This thing is not about Funanti. You can say do an analogy for 2029 because we passed by 2023. It's sad that we do not have a midterm election before 2029. So in 2029, on the issue about Musa saying Samuel Koga and other people say the Supreme Court called them and they say they're not going to the Supreme Court. Folks, Samuel Koga should not go to the Supreme Court. They should not go to the Supreme Court. You should be telling that thing to the women who were wearing wet t-shirts at Capitol Building. To go tell them they want to go to Supreme Court too. Because if you tell them Kofa to resign, the Supreme Court calling them. They're saying they're not going. So you go tell them to go to the Supreme Court. They can't be disrespecting and violating the laws and all of our legal infrastructures and you say you resign. And then you can say, me and Funanti will have serious issue. If they made them boycott the Supreme Court invitation for our conference on November 4th, if they boycott that place, if they don't go there, nobody will listen to anybody. Maybe we say Jesus Christ can't die at all. But anything outside of Jesus Christ coming down with Funanti, I beg you, you won't go on vacation, please go on vacation. You won't go to your hobby, go in your house, watch your movie, do anything and do that. I will give you peace of mind. Don't get involved. We're making decision in this thing for you now. We are not allowing you to make decision for us. We are making decision for you because this is not your issue and this is not your case. This is a constitutional disaster that is awaiting us, and they want us to join them in continuing that normal behavior of chasing people out of Capitol building that they do not feel comfortable with. But the people are comfortable with them. That's why the people send them there. So you can remove them at your will. You remove them at the will of the Constitution. You will remove them at the will of your rules. Not at your will, but at the will of the Constitution and at the will of the rules of the House. Anything outside of that will make you sit down outside. Don't get all hard done. The first thing is, we come and start restricting meetings for him. He will not be meeting anybody. Now, I know Tom, Day, and Harry will come and say, we want me for nothing to talk to him, then he open up. They see what the guys go put all I put together. Charger and said the buckle and captive regulated that I think they will do. They put all the people down there, put in one cartoon and carry them to RLG. RLG, they put in cartoons and carry them to RLG and dash them to RLG. Then you say, one ton de Hurricane. We want me for Nati, we want reconcile. We want me for Nati, we want talk. We can't present petition of Fonati. No. You reach a point where this is a national issue, and so it's not about Fonati. The survival of our democracy is a threat. It's on a threat. It's at stake. The hygiene of our politics is running low. And some of you think this is about Fonati Kofa? No. So we reach a point we're not allowing him to make decisions. We dictate to him on certain issues. When it comes to the legal aspect, we say, yeah, let's hear you, Chief. But on certain issues, no. On the political front, say they say this is politics, I want to say that this is a political theater. So you can even take a chance that you wear around in the corridor of Capitol building because of political theater. You can even behave recklessly because of political theater. You can even so they say bribe to remove speaker. This is a political theater. The law here. Yes. The law is here. We say we dodge the law because of political theater. So we should get the play because of political theater.
That's the interpretation, Austin. That's their interpretation. They believe because it's politics, it means it's sinful. Because it is politics, it lacks moral. And these are the people who give political science wrong meaning. Because I did political science minor at my undergraduate level. And political science and economics, these are the kings and queen courses. That's how you call them. Educated people call those courses the kings and queens courses because those courses determine power dynamics, the power dynamics of society, the movers and shakers of our world. Everything you do in this world has to be economical or political. If you don't have economic power, you may have political power. They both of them sociologically, when they get together, they give you prestige and they give you that social power. So who do political science? They are kings and queens. That's how they think. So the myopic idea that because you go in a Capitol building, you are elected as a lawmaker, so it's a political house, and meaning you extract morality out of it. You can butt naked yourself and walk all in the street. That's an elusive thought. That is a thought of a juvenile. It's another person who suffers verbal diarrhea can talk like that, and it is so sad. What it is when people read the law, that elementary or pre-law students know what Article 33 have said. Very clear, all in bold letters, clear, and people they're still interpreting it upside down. And God forbid, break loose. If this precedent holds, Austin, I can tell you, if this precedent holds, it set the basis in that country. It set that basis in that country for us to ride it around and remove others that we don't feel comfortable with as well.
Exactly so.
It's going to happen. We're going to remove people we don't feel comfortable with because the letter you were pushing, I wanted you to have expanded on it, but I think it already gone across. Joseph Boga won with little under 500,000 votes. But let's assume they are telling us we are going through the due process as listed in our laws. Tomorrow, 130,000 persons just come outside. They don't want to go to the horse. They don't want to write petition. All they want is executive mansion It's a job about you and your wife, you go shopping on Shein, and leave for your executive mansion. We don't want you up. That is the type of precedent they're setting. Even the constitution, the framework doesn't, they don't have sense. They know, they are quite aware that people will get greeted. They are quite aware that people will become so egoistic to the extent that they will ignore the law. So the law, they built that place called Chambers. That place was built with taxpayer money with one sole purpose, so that lawmakers from the 73 electoral district will converge and serve as a conduit for the people's idea. Because all of us from the 4 cardinal points of Liberia, all of us from the 72 or 73 district, we cannot go to the capital to make laws for ourselves. We cannot go and speak for ourselves. We can mainstream what we want as our development priority. So the framework of the law says you do representative democracy, where the power attorney, that political will be vested in a particular individual based on political constituency demarcation to go and represent the people. So initially in the constitution was 30,000, and as people grew, we did a threshold in 2011. Now the number has expanded. I think district number 3 is the biggest in terms of voter registration. So these people, the chambers were built so that people would go there, right? So yeah, for 4 years. So that people will go there, converge and share ideas, agree and disagree on issues that are nationally driven. Not because you were never selected on the Committee on Ways, Means and Finance. People were sent to that chambers to debate issue, not because they are not on the Committee on Rules, Orders, and Administration. People were sent to that chambers to debate, not because they were not sent to ECOWAS Parliament. Because these things, the dividend you get from that, a personal, it doesn't impact the people in any way. But most of these people, fellow Liberians, who are rebelling unscrupulously to remove Fanatic Kofa, it's because they have argued foolishly in bold letter or in capital letter that they're not on committee and blah blah blah. It's a myopic argument. Now the constitution is saying you can remove Kofa, but then Chimoya will bear with the tax people money. And when people can go argue in simple tone, right? In the market house, everybody can go and sell to their homes. So people build market structure where people go converge to do trading. You get money, you take my goods. So that house, that place where the people pay, they have on capital bidding, my fellow Liberian, is there for this. The constitution foretell is so far ahead that people will have this type of disagreement. So it's okay, they play it for you to go and argue there. Why are these people not going in that place to argue? It's for one reason. Because they know the law is not in their favor. Because they know they do not have that amalgamative efforts to get what they want. So they want to rebel. This is a situation of 1990. It's not different from the how you call the war, the coup that came in this country and killed us. It's not different. Because Togo was in power, Togo came through the April 1980 coup, he was removed. And when Togo was there, 1985, the elections were rigged, quote unquote. Other than Manasaliv and Joe Bugger, and they went up the mountain. When he came back, 1990 came, Chasteda was used as an instrument in Butwe. And some of us who were born at the edge of the war, all we know is war. All we know is destitution, poverty, disease. Those were conditions that the undemocratic processes they are initiating today put in more than 34 years ago. Some of us were in the articles. Language barrier was an issue. We could not get food. We could not vend food for ourselves. We could not go to school. We did not participate in the food we were eating. We didn't know where we were coming from. We didn't understand our distribution and supply mechanism of food chain. We solely rely on WFP and UN and ADRA to provide our food, education, and shelter. The same means today people are using to remove food and to cover. Well, the very means that carry us backward today, more than 40 years backward, and we still roam in absolute destitution. This is what they are doing here today, Austin. So if they remove food and to cover, God forbid, they will be setting a precedent that some of us will use to get at them, because this is the most fraudulent means in this current era that people want to use to attain power. You already have all branches of government at your disposal. You already have all of the resources. You lie about yellow machine, 360 yellow machine. We said nothing about it. You buy yourself bulletproof car. We said nothing about it, right? You go, you use 200,000 to buy to celebrate your woman's birthday. We said nothing about it. You use another 300,000 to celebrate anniversary. We said nothing about it. You stay when you start killing people in the street. We said nothing about it. You look at education budget, you reduce it. We said nothing about it. Then you still come and want to remove a speaker undemocratically in this time and era, Austin? No.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, sure. No, enough is enough. It has to stop here. And you see, what these guys are doing if the Supreme Court, somebody say the Supreme is like the thing that politics, and the court say we cannot, they will not interfere in the politics of the legislature. I remember in 2021 or 2022, between there, I went to Freetown. Where I said already, I brought the newspapers with me. Tomorrow I'll read the newspaper on the show. Tomorrow, please remind me the chat in Dubai. I'll bring the newspaper. I bought about 3 or 4 newspapers already. I'll bring the newspaper. You know what? The SLPP, right? And the two major
that's the Serenity Party and the APC.
Thank you. Those two political parties were in serious crisis before the election. Now, Honest Barcoma comes from the APC, I think. Yeah, APC.
Yeah.
The Honest Barcoma's party, the APC, was in court. The party was divided because Barcoma wanted to come back to contest on the party's ticket, and people in the party did not want him to come back to contest, even though we're told that it was being, funded by government forces to integrate the party. You know that they took the APC went to court. They took that matter to the court. The Supreme Court intervened in that matter. You know what Supreme Court did? The Supreme Court did not say APC, SAR A you and SAR B you. The APC issued an instruction. And the Supreme Court issued an instruction on a number of issues. Number one, the Supreme Court ruled that the election that was held, the primary that was held for the party is nullable. The Supreme Court nullified their election. Then the Secretary General, the Supreme Court declared all the positions vacant. And then the Supreme Court set up an interim arrangement. And how did they set it up? The Supreme Court asked the Barcoma side to submit 2 names. And he asked the his side to submit 2 names. He asked the other side to submit 2. Then he appointed 1 permanent person from the party, 5-member committee. Then he gave them debt. The Supreme Court gave them debt and said, you must conduct election between now and latest the 27th of November. That in 2022, 21, Yeah, that's 2021, 22 rather. They gave them instructions, but no later than November 27, you must hold election. In that, all qualified candidates must be submitted to us. The court said they want to see the list, the vetting process, the criteria that they're going to publish everything. Some people, the court said they want to see it and review to know whether it's strike or balance and support all sides. So they said, we won't see it. The court didn't just sit down and say, because of politics, that the people politics, we can get involved. Because that was a major political party. That's a major political party in Sierra Leone. Anything that happens to that party, it has
no, but Austin, just 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds. When they say the court can get involved, let me tell you what they mean by that. The spirit in the
no, they know what I mean. But they want to misinterpret it.
Because the court cannot go to the capital building and say Fonadico for hire that person. The court cannot go and say Fonadi, why you don't have session today? These are direct interference. Because when you say there are 3 separate but coordinating branches of government, that work coordinating, then where the court comes in. The courts come in to play its role is to interpret the law. So what people doing now, people like Kole who are on the show today, they interpreted the law wrongly. We are interpreting the law the right way. But to strike that balance, the law says it is the Supreme Court with that legal authority to say what the law is, exactly what the law is. So that interpretation is not interference, that's just a constitutional mandate. Now, also, in the Constitution does not know whatever they call majority block. There's nothing in that entire Constitution called majority block.
That's how they call it. That's how they bring it in as a self-star majority block.
Now, people are strapping themselves onto a terminology not in the Constitution. It's making the Supreme Court afraid. So the Supreme Court now wants to know where are you taking the law from? They invited them. That is not interfering. Matter of fact, the Supreme Court did not stop the constitutional body, right, from going about to do their work. Yeah, the speaker, they never stopped him. Had the Supreme Court stopped the speaker, then you can say interfering. More so, nobody. It was people who went to the court. The court cannot give you what they didn't ask for. It was people who brought is a case before the court, and the court has to act. What did they ask me on? Did he hear anything from the court? Did he hear any opinion from the court?
That's what they need to know. That's what they need to know. Because when you say interference,
That's a definition. Yeah.
When people interfering with you, it means the person is assuming onto them a role that they do not that they should not be doing. In this case, the Supreme Court received a complaint, and the Supreme Court is responsible to the courts are responsible to hear all disputes and settle them using the law. So the Supreme Court is acting on a complaint. Somebody go complain you, then the Supreme Court say, come to us, come for a conference. That's year, we want to know what happening. The man said this and that. You cannot say that. Then you say you're not going to the Supreme Court because for the Supreme Court calling you, that will be interference with the workings of the heart. What kind of illiteracy? What kind of illiterate interpretation and reckless understanding, misunderstanding of the law or the action of the Supreme Court? But look, if the court says there and allow this nonsense to pass, and they say we now won't do it because the people say need coming. When the court call you, now go there, the court can take action. The court can take action.
Contempt of court, you can do it. Contempt of court. Contempt. So, you gotta show cause.
I want to see that other drama. That other drama now I want to see. They speak for Nadim on the drama on. I want to see that other drama where the court will say can't. Then they say they don't go.
That's scared tactics.
There was an issue in the Senate. Vanishment to a fire in one of the court. You say you will not go?
I don't give it that one attention.
Yeah, we will not go to the court. I don't see it. The court Monday, on November 4th. You don't go to the court. Let's see. If you don't go to the court, there are other actions that we have. There are other actions. We're not.
Stock that shoot up Austin, all of that distract us. Loose stock.
I got $3 million. American coming down, going to that pro, man. That pro. Isn't that pro team doing that? The call you say you're not going. You don't go on. You don't go. Two things I will do after making all that be more. You will go rare, asking for reach to reschedule your appearance because you won't go. But the coach say, I'm going. Don't go. If you don't go, you will even intensify the legitimacy of your authority in that place. If you don't go, you will be happy. You'll be happy, Joe Barker, to destroy La Bureau and to destroy our democracy. Because a country without democracy, that country is destroyed. What do you come and do? Now you have no democracy. Our politics, we don't get democracy. We get nothing. We get nothing. So say no democracy. We want to act anti-democratic. We just will call the people in the street, our supporters, also will tell them say there will be no Joseph Boakai as president because we tired with him. We not want him again. We want Joseph Boakai. You not before I must want him. We not want Joseph Boakai.
Yeah, I'm saying before we start the court.
I come into the they say, Papa will beg you, you owe man, you not stay long for the sake of peace. Just resign as president. Will you resign? They won't go to party, CDC party, Joya party, Kumi party people, they mobilize, they put all our people together. They say, Boakai step down. We now want you, we tired with you. Will you tell them no? Will you say no to them? If you say don't no to them, and there will be a reason why you'll be telling them no. And that same reason is Fonati was elected for 6 years. You Boakai, you elected for 6 years. That people elected him. He can be removed. You can be removed. But there is a procedure that they say we must follow for you to be removed. So to pressure you to resign is an option for you. That's why the law says we must tell you to resign. So if you decide to resign, so to resign as president or speaker should be at will. And so if Fonati decides to say, I will not bow down to the pressure, he will not be acting illegally. He will be exercising his right and knowledge of the law. And Fonati resignation, now someone will be around him resign. That one not impossible. I had to be using resign, resignation because now someone will be around him, then he resign. They will raise the 49 votes and remove him. And even at that, when they raise the 49 votes, he's not going to resign. When they raise the 49 signatures, they will officially complain Fonati to the leadership through the chief clerk. And we turn that gavel over to Thomas Farah, the deputy speaker. If he's not conflicted, we elect a speaker protein.
It's speaker protein.
That
It's speaker protein.
that will preserve over that hearing. For that will be giving a day in court due process. The accused can't stay even here and face him. After everything, they will vote to remove him. When they're removing now, then he return on the floor as just representative of Grand Creek County. They will continue over our country. There's nothing that happened to Edwin Snow. That I told people the other day, I say, no. You bring Edwin Snow and make him speaker. You bring Edwin Snow and make him speaker. And tell Edwin Snow, say, that's sitting that happy down there that day. There, yeah. Resign. Snow will put kick in some people behind. You bring Town back as speaker and tell Town, say, resign. Town will put kick in some people behind. Town will slap and blow some people. The situation that existed then, that none today. Everybody about opening, everybody reading, everybody, plenty of people there, especially the young people. So, and then you have a different speaker that is a seasoned lawyer. So, if you want us to dialogue on some issues or some grievances that the lawmakers got, and I'm not going to sit there in Dubai and say, oh, the lawmakers don't have some issues. Some of the lawmakers are raising, how they raising some issues that are leadership-driven, political, and things that need to be talked about and resolved by the speaker. And that is why we say, y'all come in the chamber, y'all raise your issue, and let the man use his leadership and his authority to resolve the issues. If resolving the issue with me, rather than saying to remove it, good. If resolving the issue with me, y'all sit down and debate the issues and argue the issue and vote to take decision to amend your rules that will allow the speaker to remove some people from certain position. If you guys do not like their workings and that the speaker appointed there, you got all of those options to your authority. But you can't be on Popo Beach. Then you say that changing. You have to go sit down inside that place. That place is the most decent place there for you to sit down and argue. We put air conditioner there, we put speaker there, we put microphone there, we get you comfortable chairs, we pay for the food you're eating, the car you're running, your security, your driver, your everything. We pay for it just for you to be comfortable and sit down inside there to be focused to argue or debate. You say no, we don't want to debate. We don't want to argue. We won't go to Beach. Yeah,
we want to sit down in the hotel and eat free food.
Free food.
The point I'll come in, Austin, quickly. Something that is happening, and I think you talk about it passively. This whole removal saga is a well-calculated plan, well-orchestrated plan. I remember previous speakers that were removed. Those were windows that presidents used, President Sedi, to do bad deals. Most of the most ridiculous laws that were passed in those countries, most of the ridiculous deals and arrangement that were made, stealing, were all done when there's major issue. Right now, nobody is talking about Joseph Boga corruption, his useless travel, his 100,000 on the card. He's happy that the media is not focused on him right now because he has strategically placed the attention of the public towards the whole speakership removal. And this is what I wanted to actually highlight. All of these things happen. You think Boga is not happy because nobody is talking about him again? He's happy. And of course, it's a strategy, it's an organized strategy to get because the issue of removing a speaker who is from a popular political party, he's aware that it will take energy. They know that Freedom FM, every time we come on the radio, we talk about their lapses, their weaknesses, we talk about their practices and resolve desire to keep the Liberian people in destitution and absolute poverty. And so right now, we're not talking about the others' reports because the issue about the speaker removal is high on our agenda. And of course, it should be high on our agenda. We're involuntarily leaving those issues. But whose interest is playing? In Joseph Boga, Crooked Joe's interest. So it is clear you can see the hidden hands of Joseph Boga in all of this. You can see it. Nobody's talking about the budget right now. We're not focusing on the budget crafting process. We're not following every procurement proceeding. Nothing is happening. We're focusing on Joe Boga in legal attempt. And that is why he wanted exactly. And those fools in the house, they don't even know the intent. Some of them, because they were given little 15,000, some of which I can tell you right now, you can find in their pocket. And more than 98% of them, they haven't invested that money. They can't even account for it. Because that corrupt money, that foolish money is so fluid. It doesn't really have real use. So right now in our house, to the extent that nobody trusts them, they are political commodity. They keep it on censorship. Can you imagine? When do you reach the point of independence? When do you reach the point of independence? When you get a case home, you can tell them to go and cancel the clock. But you as a grown-up man, they don't even trust you to release you in the community. And you say that's that political alignment. When it's in political arrangement, when trust is lacking, when you're confident, can I say this man will go and he will not betray me? It says a lot about your character. It says a lot about your character.
And you
Because
cry about that.
That's foolishness. That's insult to their intelligence.
Imagine a woman telling a friend, say, I can go anywhere or I mean, we gotta make a big behind me. You say, oh, I go, you won't be with me. It means no
it means it may not trust you. There's no trust.
That's not dignity.
What's the real?
That's not dignity. You know, dignity in our whole relationship. If you can trust your husband or your woman to go out there, what the dignity there, what the respect there. So that's it. That's it. Your people do not even trust you. The fact that they do not trust us, that everybody be here will be using one telephone. That is disgrace. Everybody one telephone. When you person want your woman call you, they call that number, then they answer, they can't hear. Then they put on speaker. They find if talking again, they go. They one person call
because no trust, Austin. Because no trust. The guys are crooked. They are criminals. That security on security, right? They don't trust each other. So these are lootocrats. They can loot. That all the know. And I'm sorry for our democracy. It's bleeding. It's profoundly bleeding. This is look. Let me tell you, the democracy right now is like jaw bucket with several holes around it. You don't know where to patch. No. You don't know where to patch. So I'm asking myself, what do we have? Is it democracy or democracy? What do we really have?
We have demons. We have demons. We have demons as major players in our democracy. We have political demons. Kotu Brown called them donors. But they are political demons. So we have demons as major participants, demons as key participants, demons as key players in our democracy. So that's why you see our democracy is almost the lowest amongst the community or nation, because we have demons as major players in our democracy. Until we change that, my brother, we're not going anywhere. Do I that certain thing you will not settle down for? That certain thing you will not even settle down for. Because look, we want young people to capital building, but we do not want any young people, man. We want young people that can see 15,000 and reject it to stay on one side. That kind of people young people want to see. Have 15,000 now be moving people. A lawmaker too. Lawmaker, 15,000 now moving you, attracting you. No. And some of the people I see running with 15,000 now, they can afford the money. I know some of them can afford. Even though most of them can't afford, I know a few of them can afford that money because they were making far more than that money before going to capital building. That just integrity lacking, then the literacy rate is high amongst them. That's why they're making the kind of poor decisions, the kind of poor judgments. That's why. My brother, I think we can go to the telephone lines and pick calls.
Yeah. We can take calls. We can take calls, Austin. We can take calls.
So we're mixing the calls for those of you who are playing a cash giveaway. I think we have this kind of, so you want to come in here and let me do some draws for those of you who dial *799#, and then you have you have the 11 minutes to go. So 11 minutes can still win you $5,000. So in 11 minutes, I just want you to play and win $5,000. Play the minute you can play in less than 1 second. So you have 11 minutes. It means you can be like some of these winners here. Let me talk to this person. So 0776 104 104 0886 500 104 are the numbers to call and be a part of the show tonight. This person is one of our winners. Let's talk to him. Good evening to you. I said him because I heard your voice. What is your name?
My name is Moses Para.
Oh, Moses, now you answer the call. No, but no feedback. You won't spot the French now. Yeah, call it off. So you say Moses Bala?
Yeah.
Okay, Moses, how did you play tonight? What did you do to play?
I have been money my phone at *799#.
Mm-hmm.
I plug it in.
Yeah.
Then later on, the Ocean King.
The Ocean King.
Liberty or US or Liberty, I plug in Liberty.
Correct.
Which is 2. Yeah, then later on, I put my pingo in.
And but you finish receiving your money, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so congratulations to you, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so let me pick calls from the other side of these telephones, and then I can be doing the job on the phone to give you $5,000. Good evening to you.
Hello, Austin.
How are you, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm calling from Marshall.
Marshall, let's hear you. Who is your lawmaker there? That William Obi Koba?
Yeah.
Okay.
How you doing, Papa?
I'm fine, man.
Yeah, I thank you for the topic on discussion. They are our lawmaker then. Especially those who from the CDC side. The thing they do it to us. The wickedness they want to do, they join the United Party. They want to destroy our CDC. Don't know for our name will get us wrong. We will get the 80 hours in Liberia. They don't even know the planning we're planning for them. We're playing the evil, but we're planning the physical. They see the story, they will repay. We will make them, they will repay. Is somebody to go and give for that offer? So what a problem? What a problem? What are they looking for? What they in? If they tire with CDC, let them pass the law and go. Let them be us in peace.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening. Let's hear you.
Hello?
Hello, go ahead.
Yeah, I call from Panama SC.
Panambe, Richard Kun is your lawmaker.
Yeah, very, for me, I try to play against the lawmaker that is the host now. Because my play is that before in Sakabaku, with any lawmaker that is a host, and that perform well, will come to your host, will run the job before you, will put it down to your host, will come in there, will grab you, will start at your feet, so that's over your feet, and you don't need your host.
Yeah, when you ready to form that, please let me know. I want to support that kind of initiative.
Yeah, I come from Panama SC. I don't have money. I'm from Lima Country. I'll phone out because we care with nothing that don't because of the hostel. Care we.
Okay, my brother. Sorry. I'm down with small code. So yeah, now it's talking about group for lawmakers. Then when they misbehave, you get into the $500 fee. I support it. When you're ready to form that group, my brother from Balance, just get in touch with me. I will support it in any form. Hello, good evening. Let's hear you.
My name is Hussein Kew. I call from Jacobstown.
Hussein, go ahead.
Thank you, Austin. I want to appreciate both of you for the analysis. But I call particularly to respect to some of the callers that said the executive and particularly the president is involved with the impeachment of Fonati Kofa. I want to respectfully disagree with that section.
Are you the spokesperson for the president?
Hello?
Are you the spokesperson for the president?
Austin, I think I'm just giving my own opinion.
So we give you your opinion. Don't make it like represent the president because you see you call to disagree with the president.
Austin, right? Yeah, brother, right? I think I have my opinion, right, on the topic, of course. So like I was saying, the president, the executive, one of the doctrines of separation of power, there are 3 separate branches of government.
But I'm not gonna lecture me on that thing, man. No, go straight to the point.
Okay, fine. That's the point, right? Any attempt by the president to interfere with the workings of the legislature, it is an impeachable offense. Which of course the president is partisan, right?
Uzi, trust me today. You for keep my lofa about me.
I'm a proud Martinian.
Okay, so thank God you are my fire brother. Let me say this to you.
Yeah.
If Waka does not meet his Waterloo, never respect me when I sit down behind microphone to talk. If Bagana take him for anything, trust me, it will end sour for him. I was saying that today on the 28th of October. Watch and see. They got 17. They got 17. We know what dog eating. That's the boon. They can't temper. We're going to temper that boon. You're choking. Yeah. Eh? The other boom. The other boom. You're telling back about the other boom. You're choking. Eh?
You honor the weather, so allow us to talk with the habit too, right? You honor the weather. So moving forward, right?
Yes, moving forward. I've been taking you off balance. They talk, my man. Let me tell them somebody. The other one important inside. He gotta be careful because they won't choke you. They won't choke. You want to raise for the non-signatures. Anything outside that, you're on your own. And when we move, we will force your end, compare your end, help you to remove until legally. They carry the record in Liberia. In Liberia, finally, a speaker was legally removed. Because as soon as they feel for that resign, they may not go in the Senate to go remove Yombly too. They will say, we now sitting on the guy with this resign. Hello, good evening. Let's hear you.
Yeah.
My name is Austin. I'm calling you from Freedom FM. What is your name?
I know what you're speaking to Wilson with.
Wilson, congratulations, my dear brother. You play our cash giveaway and you have won for yourself $5,000.
Oh, wow.
Did you check your phone?
Yes, I saw the message.
Okay,
I'm so
okay.
glad.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Thank you for playing too. Thank you for playing too. Wilson. Yes, where is, I don't know why this WhatsApp number, I don't know whether they change it or what, but I don't get, let me, hello, good evening.
Good evening, Austin. Good evening to your colleagues. This is Freediom meeting calling from Kakata Magibi County District 4.
Magibi County District number 4. Who is your representative there? Maya. Okay, that one on there.
I want it there.
Okay, go ahead. You already know what to do to him, so I don't got to talk.
Austin, press go so more for your. It's my first time calling on your show. I'm one and say almost 7 or 8 years. Then listening to your show. This is my first time, calling on your show. I want to see if why I was telling you that or why I was saying you true. But today I have come to focus on that it is true. The past is true. I don't want to know. It has screen to on District 4 on Imaya. Imaya, we're going to see Imaya run came against your way. Yeah, Imaya run came in great blow between here and the Smith law. Magic. So now, it has screen to all that Imaya work. I want to be the citizen or the citizen to know that we get two types of CDC in our house. We get the coalition and we get
the Congress.
The Congress. So we're not screen to all. And we get NTD, we get MPP about the coalition.
Yeah.
So in this program come to block away, it doesn't be screen to all. We pray that the Congress acknowledging will stand. We want unity in peace that will see the way forward in Jesus' name.
Amen. Next person, go ahead. Let's hear you. Oh, hello. How are you? Okay. Yes, you live. Go ahead.
We have criminal record, we have criminal. So they see that they can do anything to Muname, they can do it. We'll put fire behind it. One make up of our element, we is serious, who said, the one the men are sitting so he can wear with a man. They get a man in position.
We need to fight all these people. We need to embarrass them from their homes in the morning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, man. You see, the people are angry. So you see, Dubai, the people got their own issues with their lawmakers. The similar Baga is recklessly performing and carelessly performing running the country. That's how some of those lawmakers are behaving in their district. Under 10 months, they are already unpopular with the people in the district, in the different districts. So I heard that President Copa people were toting placard and all of that and said they were going to continue to ensure to answer to go to work. I don't know, but yes, I think these actions are good for our democracy, for the process. Compare them to go to work. If you say you get issue with it, man, we letter you. Go there, low in your face, you're taught the issue there, debate it, and take decision there. Don't run away from wedding, come to the hall and say you go, or you can go to work. But you can go to RLG and be there all the time. So go to work, argue the issue, if you remove the mail, if you get the signatures, he recuses himself. Anything outside of that, we will not support and even agree with Kofa. Same time council will telling us sending players see that mayor take a phone from him. You'll be answering your call and be giving him a phone. When you have a conversation with nobody or with anybody, so you'll take a phone from him. You'll be answering your calls. Y'all will know all the when important calls come in, y'all give it to him answer. The stream number that come in, y'all answer the call. They will provide your details about why they want to talk to Fonati. Based on the details, y'all will sift out there everything, and then y'all go and briefing about some of the calls. That's why he got professional, mature, and responsible people in that office there. So we will streamline everything. Nobody coming to you and say, I cancel a church, and the other person will come talk to you, step down for the sake of peace. That's not saying happening you. Dubai, I think we done for the day. Yeah. We have to go, brother.
Thank you very much, and thanks to the Librarian Pro for listening to us. Tomorrow we'll be back here again to work for them. Thank you very much.
Okay, so let me say thanks to all of you for watching. Thanks to all of you for listening. Thanks to our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia, and our partner Radio Entertainment Liberia. We shall be back here tomorrow by God's grace. Tomorrow we'll have something very important to talk about. And so yeah, please remind me that newspaper for Sierra Leone. I gotta bring that newspaper. I won't make reference to it. Thanks to our producer Joe Kuso. I'm out. The government betray us. They get lies, they get steal, they don't want to trust.